So it appears you have forced my hand and have summoned the nerd.
Chicken! McFly!
Nobody calls me.
Let's debunk the word coincidence and talk about how a song can literally change your reality using quantum mechanics.
Coincidence isn't randomness. It's two waves coinciding at the same point because you observe them. On a quantum level, everything is frequency and light, waveforms, angles, and binary code as numbers, ones, and zeros. Earth equals a six-walled cube, the four directions, the sky roof above, and the earth floor below. Your brain is a six-center system. The prefrontal cortex, thalamus, brainstem, insular cortex, limbic system, and the cerebellum. As within, so without. The words we say bounce around the cube like laser beams. This sound travels the grid and shapes the waking dream. Gravity must be evenly distributed for waves to stay coherent. Without a container, waves scatter. With a container, waves become structured. This means Earth's gravitational field is evenly balanced with a set calculation that is measurable, okay? Anybody else telling you anything else is bunk. You heard it here first. According to the law of the conservation of energy, energy cannot be created nor destroyed inside a closed system, which means nothing coming in, nothing going out. Just us sharing the same frequencies on the same grid lines inside the cube. This shared grid is the web, the fabric, and the quantum field. This is why music, words, and sound ripple through the entire system and change your environments. Life could be a dream, shaboing, shabam, okay? Dreaming awake is your eyes scanning the external world. This scanning equals REM, or the rapid eye movement of the waking dream. Newton's law is F equals m times a, which governs the physical simulation. Force, mass, acceleration equals the moving stage of numbers you are observing on a regular basis. Everything you're looking at in popular news media, television, movies, etc. are the moving stage of numbers that you are observing. By observing this stage of numbers, your observation collapses the external field or grid of energy. You're simply interacting with the larger container, which is the Earth cube. For the sleeping dream, your eyes still move, but now inside the brain because it needs the force in order for it to have motion and acceleration. REM flips the direction. Your eyes look inward instead of outward, okay? During sleep, the light body contracts into the smaller container, the brain cube, because you, the observer, have turned your attention inward. Your body is now in hibernation and your soul's photon light energy disappears into the brain space. Why? Because light performs differently when it's no longer being observed. This is the double slit experiment. Sleep paralysis, anyone? I'm being held down? No, you're inside your brain, looking out, caught between the veil of the inner and outer dream. Your light is hiding because the body itself is no longer being used or observed. Newton's law still applies, but inside the hologram. The same formula, same physics, two containers. Waking equals F equals MA in the outer cube, and sleep equals F equals MA in the inner cube. Both require motion, observation, REM, a container. The waking dream equals eyes looking outward into the external cube. The sleeping dream equals eyes looking inward to the internal cube. REM is the switch. F equals MA is the engine, and the cube is the stage. Let's look at the word live, evil, veil, and veil for a second. This is the congruence of words and how they connect like a Rubik's Cube in gematria. All four of these words, if you add their totals, equal 4. This is their resonance or wave. When you speak them, all you're doing is moving the letters to change the puzzle, but the resonance is still the same. This includes all other words that align with the number 4, regardless of their letters. This is how gematria works. The numbers act as the joint or the connective tissue in the fabric of life. Live equals the straight beam as one syllable. Evil is the split wave as 2 syllables. Veil is the diagonal wave as 1 syllable. And veil is the dual direction wave as 1 syllable. Same letters, different wave motion, different reality outcome. Can you see how these letters are moving, bouncing off of the 4 walls of the cube? L-I-V-E, E-V-I-L, V-E-I-L, V-I-E-L. And you should see the actual cube moving as you're looking at it as an optical illusion, because this math and this geometry is living and breathing. Now let's look at the 1D, 2D, and 3D wave model. This is how reality is built. The 3D wave is the cube. The cube itself of Earth represents the 3D wave. You at the center in quantum superposition. Quantum superposition is where two inverted pyramids meet, and the center point is basically the quantum superposition. This is where Schrodinger's cat in the box lives, where he is both alive and dead at the same time, pending the choices he makes to eat the poison or not. The observer, which is you, is between two inverted pyramids. This is you right here in the center of the cube. Pyramid is pi radius middle, or 3.14, which is an irrational number which represents the infinite potential of choices we have in the box. The 6 walls and 1 center equal the structure of the third dimension, 4 corners plus above and below. The 3D wave is the container of space-time. Waves need a container to stay coherent. The 1D wave is a straight line like a laser beam. This represents words, sound, and light. Songs and speech traveling through the cube. The 2D wave is your movement across the 4 directions, with you at the center. This represents distance, time, and orientation. So in closing, we are all sharing the same grid, and we are all rippling through this closed system because the law of conservation of energy says that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, and it's all traveling within the same exact container. This is why when you listen to music and its numerical values and frequency, which the frequency is the wave intensity. What determines a wave's intensity, like a 3D wave, a 1D wave, or a 2D wave, is words, sound, which equals hertz. Okay, everyone's asking me about the hertz and what difference does it make. It is the vehicle that carries the words. It's the vehicle that carries the sound. Okay, and this is how words travel through wave intensity. Depending on the hertz frequency and how tight the wave is going to depend how it travels. You sitting at the center of this cube is you observing the 4 walls or the 6 walls. You're looking at the stage of numbers that someone else has created for you. What I'm teaching you on this channel is that you using the music with intention, the words with intention, the numbers with intention, is you creating the reality that you want and using those numerical values to ripple through the space-time continuum or the quantum coherence of the Earth cube.
So in closing, Schrodinger's cat is you inside of the box or the Earth reality. And the minute that I walk over and open up that box, I have now collapsed the reality or the choices that that cat had to eat the poison or not. This is not coincidence. This is 2 waves coinciding. Now, did you eat the poison or not of coincidence? Let me know in the comments.